my best friend. Didn't care about the rules, good on the weekends. I'll be in fools, drifting to deep space. So brave and so stupid, just like the movies. I was gonna stay in the fight with you, just thinking we would do this until we couldn't do it. Each and every high, every night with you. You and me so clueless.
Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. I'm hoping that you all are having a lovely day today. So today I am back at the channel with another speed build, and yes, we are again building a farm. And the reason why is I just can't wait for the cottage living expansion pack. I cannot wait to start my farming life. So yes, here is another farm. So I went with a small farm. This is actually, I think, on a 20 by 20 or a 20 by 30. Not sure, but it's a small lot in Windenburg. I just found that this environment really fitted in with the aesthetic that I was going for. And I just love how this house turned out. Definitely a fun little farm to start out your journey into the farming life. So this house is gonna have 2 bedrooms, not 2 bathrooms, 1.5 bathroom, because the bathroom downstairs is a toilet and laundry. I did include laundry because I just love having laundry on my lot. So there is laundry in the bathroom downstairs, and then upstairs there is a full bathroom, but a bit tiny. Everything in this house is tiny. It's a small house. There wasn't that much space to actually fit in a lot, but I do feel that it's very cozy and very fun to play with. So I did start out with a flat lot, but then I decided to build it a little bit up on a hill. Have a little bit of a terrain editing I thought would look really nice. So that is what we're doing right here. I'm just adding it into terrain, and I did test out everything on the lot, and you can plant crops, you can walk everywhere, you can use the flower arranging table, and you can also use the beehive that is on the lot. So everything is functional, but it is sloping down on a hill, which I find really realistic. I like that. Not all grounds are level. Even the house that I live in our lot is not level, so I found a little bit of a slope really nice. So here I just what am I doing? I'm just adding in a little parking lot. Basically, I knew I wanted a car somewhere, so the parking is gonna come there on the concrete, and then that little area that I stoned off is gonna be the gardening plot. So all the plants and flowers that we're gonna do here. So I made these little placeholders with dirt where you can place your flowers or your plants or fruits. I didn't actually place any, so if you want to use it, you need to, grow your own. The only thing that I did add in were the trees. So there is a pomegranate tree, a cherry tree, and a facade tree. So there are 3 types of trees on the lot because those were the easiest to grab from the debug section. I have to be honest, I just wanted to grab something that was already grown. I didn't need to grow myself anymore, and those 3 were in there, so that's why I placed them. There's another cherry tree there off the side of the house. I will be lowering that little fence piece right there. Now that fence piece is on the foundation, I will be lowering that in the end to the same height as all the other fences. I didn't notice that it was doing that. But yeah, I think it looks really cute. I decided to add some groceries in the car. I did it in my previous build and I really liked how it looked. So I did it for this build as well. And then here we're gonna play around with some hedges and with the terrain tool, and making sure that I can actually place my items on a little bit more of a flatter surface and that they can also function. That is what I'm doing right now. So yeah, because I really wanted this little area to be some sort of a you know, a crafting area, so we can tend to the bees here, and we can also use the flower arranging table over here, which is really nice. I mean, if you're not into flower arranging and maybe you want to make like candles, you can just swap the flower arranging table or add a fizzing station, or you know, whatever. You can do whatever there, and I like that. I like that a lot. So yeah, that's basically it for that little section over there. I did use the scarecrow. I just thought that the scarecrow was perfect for our farming team. That scarecrow came with the Seasons expansion pack. That pack is such a great pack. I love Seasons. I think it's one of my favorite APs. Seasons and Get Together. I still love Get Together because of Windenburg. Windenburg is such a great world, and I have been looking at the world map that comes with the Cottage Living expansion pack. There are a few larger lots that was told on Twitter that there is one 64 by 64 and then a couple of 50 by 40, which is awesome. I do wish that there were like two 64 by 64s or even larger, but I don't think The Sims is ever gonna go larger than the 64 by 64. But yeah, there were a couple of larger lots, which is awesome because when you're gonna build farms, you tend to need a lot of space, especially if you want like a chicken coop, a cow pen, llamas, and then crops, and then maybe even a tree area for how do you call it? It's a tree yard. I don't know. It's a boomgaarden in Dutch. If you want to create that, then you need lots of space. So I am happy that there are a few larger lots, but I could have done with more 64 by 64 lots because I love building these farms with a large farmhouse and then a barn and maybe a greenhouse. Those are just so much fun to do. But I am excited for the new world that is gonna come. I think it looks really beautiful from the live stream that I watched and the pictures. I actually haven't watched any playthroughs or speed build videos from the new expansion pack, and the reason why is I don't want to be spoiled. You know, usually when I watch the early access content too much, I tend to not enjoy the pack anymore because I feel like I've already done everything, which is not true. I've actually only seen someone else do it, but it really messes up my gameplay. So I deliberately didn't watch anything, and I made sure to keep away. I did watch the live stream because I did wanted to see some like mechanisms for the chicken coop and such, and how that functions and what kind of criteria do we need for building, because then I could actually plan out my builds, which I'm doing right now. But other than that, I haven't watched any videos. Let me know in the comments below. Have you watched any early access videos? What are your thoughts about them? Do you like the gameplay, the build objects? I would like to know your feedback on that. Yeah, it's just interesting. It just interests me what other people think about the early access, the debacle about it, and do you actually watch those? So yeah. Anyways, I decided to do a little bit of a patio area on the back. There isn't that much backyard because all the yard is at the front. So I just thought, let's do a cutesy patio that is off of the kitchen, maybe an area where you can sit and, drink a cup of tea. I did forget to add in a tea machine, by the way. There's no tea maker. So if you do download this from the gallery and you like to make teas and such, do add in a tea machine or a coffee machine, because the kitchen is very basic. There's just a sink, an oven, and a stove, and that's it. I actually didn't add in any extra bits, and the reason why is it's just a very small kitchen. It's a small house, so there wasn't that much space to actually fit in all those appliances. But I do think it looks really cute. I did go with the Oh my gosh, what is that kit called again? The Rustic kitchen kit? Country living kitchen kit. I used that one because I feel that the country kitchen fits in perfectly with the farm, the farmhouse aesthetic. So that's why I used the kit for the kitchen. And then here I'm just trying to make the front yard look cute, add a little bit of boxes and detailing, and adding in some terrain paint as well, because I needed some flowers and bushes surrounding the house. I always like to do that, so that is what I'm doing right here. And of course we needed some windows here for where the kitchen is gonna come, just make it look cute. And I love those the windows with the shutters that I'm using upstairs. Those are actually base game windows. I don't use them that often because I tend to build a lot of like modern houses, but in a tradition build I find that the shutters are really cute and they fit it in perfectly with the aesthetic of this build. I also decided to use a little bit of ivy surrounding the house. The ivy that I'm using is from the Vampire game pack, by the way. It has a gorgeous ivy in the pack, and I knew I wanted to use it for this build. So there's ivy all around. And then here we're gonna start with the floor plan. I actually did not cut out the footage of the floor plan. I decided to keep it in because why not? I mean, if the build isn't that long and large, I don't mind adding in the footage of me doing the floor plan. It gives it a little bit of a nice little touch. So here, this is just me trying to decide what I wanted to do. At first, I thought, let's do a bedroom downstairs. So a bedroom downstairs and then 2 upstairs. That was the original plan. But then I felt that this living, dining, and kitchen was gonna be way too cramped, and yeah, that doesn't really work for me. So here I'm deleting the room again, and then I'm sectioning it off, and I decided to make a front living room. So there's no hallway, just you walk in the house, there's a front living room and then 2 bedrooms upstairs with a small bathroom and then a small bathroom downstairs as well. And I decided to go with a half bath downstairs because I really wanted to add in laundry. I just love having laundry in my game. So that is what I did. So here I am making the bathroom section. And then I'm also using a half wall and spandrels to really section off the house and also make it look a little bit more farmhousey. In farmhouses, there are a lot of beams inside of the ceiling and such, and I wanted to mimic that a little bit. So that's why we are using a little bit of spandrel action here in the living room. I decided to go with a fireplace in the living room because we have that large chimney off of the side of the house and it just made sense to have it there. So that's why I did that. And yeah, I think it looks right. I think it looks really good. I think the living room and the kitchen are very decent sized areas. The bedrooms, though, tend to run on the smaller side. They're not tiny, but you could fit in, a double bed, like just with enough space walking around it, and then have like a dresser and a bookcase, and that's it. So the bedrooms are tiny. If you don't like that, I'm sorry. I actually don't mind that in gameplay, so it is fine. And then I also added in bunk beds upstairs. So if you want more Sims, you can have them there. So the kids' room has 1 bunk bed, and then there's 1 double bed. So you can have up to 4 Sims living here in total, which is really awesome. So yeah, anyways, here starting furnishing the living room. For the living room, I went with a very simple palette. I'm just going with brown, basically. Brown and beige. That is what we're going for. I just thought, let's keep it simple, clean, and very traditional looking. And in the end, I like it. I do add in a few plants just to spice it up a little bit, but I do feel that the living room looks really cozy. I also decided to add in the knitting basket from the Get to Knit. No, what is that pack called? I always forget. I always want to call it Love to Knit. but I don't think it's called that. But anyways, I added in the knitting basket because I feel that knitting is very appropriate when you're living on a farm. So that's why I did that. And then yeah, that's all I'm doing right now. So I'm hoping that you all are having a awesome day today. I actually need to go to work in hour. So this is just me doing a quick video for you all. I am gonna do a couple of videos this week because I really want to finish the underground house that I've been working on. If you haven't seen that, I will link that video here, or the playlist here up in the screen. I am creating a underground house using mainly the Dream Home Decorator items as furnishing, and I really want to finish that series this week. So there will be a couple of real-time builds coming your way this week so that we can finish this off and be ready for next week when the new expansion pack is gonna drop, because I do want to do a real-time farm build with you all. I just think that is gonna be really fun. I do know that I've already done a real-time farm build a couple of years ago. I will link that playlist here up in the screen as well, and we're gonna do something like that. I mean, it's a farm. We're gonna do another farm. Maybe we're gonna do the farm, for this new expansion pack, more a twist between modern and traditional, but I don't know for sure. I need to play around with styles a little bit and see what we're gonna do for that real-time series. But I am hyped for that series. I love doing real-time builds, actually more than I like doing these speed build type of builds, because I feel that speed builds are, you don't really see everything, you don't really get to take in every little detail, although for this build you can, because I actually slowed this build down and I didn't cut out that much because I actually got this house done fairly quickly, under 2 hours. So that's why I could make this build a little bit slower in speed, but usually I'm in 6 times speed, and now I did 5 times speed, so you do see everything a bit better. But with the very larger builds like mansions and such, I do speed it up a bit more, 6 times, and that makes, in my opinion, that you don't see everything, which I don't like. So yeah, definitely gonna do a real-time build with the new expansion pack. So what I really like about this kitchen is this little nook that I created. This is a little bench nook with the Dream Home Decorator pack. I just thought it was so cute that your sim could sit there, maybe, take their shoes off and then put it in the shoe rack next to that, or maybe just sit there and converse with mommy that is maybe cooking in the kitchen, so the children can sit on the bench, mommy can be cooking. I just like it. I like the entire floor plan of this downstairs area. It's just such a fun floor plan with the little seating area. I'd also decided to add in a cat litter box and a feeding bowl, because I just found it makes sense to have a cat on a farm, right? Especially for mice. My husband's grandfather also has a farm, and he has several cats walking there. He even has 3 cats of ours on his farm. They are now worker cats. They were indoor cats, but they sadly didn't want to stay indoors anymore. They got out at one point, and they didn't want to go in anymore. So we decided that the cats could stay there. We actually lived next to the farm in my old house. My old house was a converted barn, by the way, such an ugly barn, but it was a converted barn or stable. It was a stable, but yeah, we decided to leave the cats there, and they are now worker cats, and they actually keep the mice population down. So I thought for a farm, a cat is a must. If you have like rodents and such, your cats will take care of it for you, and you can live the happy life, which is awesome. So here we are in the bathroom. This is a downstairs bathroom. I decided to add in the laundry here. So this is a half bath, and I think that the sink from the country kitchen kit just looked really cute in here, and I'm happy. I'm actually very happy with this downstairs bathroom, I am gonna add in a window later on because there is no window. Everything is functional. I did test it out, so you can do your laundry and you can pee or poop there as well. You can get everywhere, which is really handy. If you're, playing with this, of course, because your sim, they need to pee somewhere. But I mean, there's also a toilet upstairs, of course. And as you can see, the upstairs bathroom is really, really tiny. So we do have a little bit of a issue fitting everything in. So there is not going to be a bathtub, only a shower. So here we are in the kids' bedroom, and I went with a very traditional design for the kitchen, for the kids' bedroom. I really wanted to fit in with the aesthetic of the entire, small rustic farm that we were going for. So we're going with wood tones. I'm adding in a puppet theater because I just love the idea of having a puppet theater in a bedroom. There's also a arts and crafts table there in the corner, and I'm also gonna add in a bear with the doctor set. So there's actually a lot of stuff that your kids can do in their bedroom, which is really nice. I love to play with children in The Sims. I just think they are very fun to play with. I love having them do like arts and crafts on the drawing station, and I also love it when they play with the bear with the doctor's kit because it just looks so adorable, and it also gets you like a trait or something for your sim when you reach a certain level, which is also really nice. So here, moving on into the master bedroom. So the master bedroom is the exact same size as the kids' bedroom, which is a little bit uncommon, but not unheard of. So I went with a double bed and a tall dresser on the side. I feel if it was real life, that dresser was not enough. If you are like me, that's not enough clothing, but it's The Sims. So I went with one tall dresser and then a little bit of a reading nook right there in the corner. So if mommy or daddy wants to read, they can then do that, before they're gonna go into bed. And yeah, I just really liked how the bedroom looks. It looks really nice, and I feel that the aesthetic and colors really fit in with the exterior of the build, with the rustic theme, and I like that. So I'm adding in a what am I doing here? I don't know. Oh, I'm gonna add in a side table, I think. Oh no, what am I doing? Oh, I'm changing the roof. So I felt that a tin roof would look better here in this section in the middle, just to give it again that more rustic farm aesthetic. And then here, jumping into the bathroom, like I said, a very tiny bathroom. I could fit in a shower, a toilet, and a sink, but I did need to use the shower from what is that pack called again? Something with college pack. I actually don't know. The pack where your sim can go to the university pack, of course. So yeah, I added in that shower because that is the shower that you can fit in very tiny spaces. And then also a side table over here because that looked really cute. And then I'm gonna add in some window treatment everywhere. And then I think we're almost done with the video. Yeah, I think that's it. I think we still need to furnish the outdoor patio on the back. So yeah, this patio is connected to the kitchen. I didn't do any large like sliding doors because there wasn't any space for that. And again, I wanted to go for that rustic feel. So I didn't want to use any modern windows and doors. So this is just a nice little porch area off of the kitchen where your sim can relax, maybe do a little bit of knitting, because we do have that knitting basket inside, or drink a cup of tea or coffee in the morning before the sim is gonna start working on the field at the front, tending to those crops. And I like that. This is a little bit of a relaxing area for your sims. So that is it, you all. We are now into the screenshots. I am hoping that you enjoyed this small rustic farm build in attempt or in await of the new expansion pack pack that is gonna release the 22nd of July. Very excited about that. Again, leave your likes if you liked the video, if you liked the build, and if you are the first time watching my videos and you enjoyed yourself, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you would never ever miss a video of mine. So that's it, you all. I'm hoping that you're having an awesome day wherever you are, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye bye.